Hey! Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna react. Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna react. A lot of black women are always angry. Actor says white women, other ladies are easier to deal with. Subscribe. Damn, I don't know why I always do this, but I'm gonna just go ahead and get it now before I even start this up. Subscribe. Y'all need to turn on post notifications and smash that like button, cause I be getting tired of y'all not smashing that like button. Not smashing that like button, be tripping me out. It be like y'all want that smoke. That's what I be thinking. Yeah. Go ahead with the liquid deaths. Y'all know how I feel about them. Alright. Let's hop right into it. Oh, I think I already hit it. So let's go. Alright, let's go.
Outside my race. But I was dating outside of my race because they were doing things better than my race. Like you want my Spanish. I was dating Puerto Rican. I was dating Dominican. I was dating African. I was dating all type of other races besides American black. Right?
That's not dating outside your race. Dating outside your race would be you dating somebody white. Or Asian. Or Hispanic, I guess. He did say Puerto Rican, but Hispanic. Dating black people, other types of black people is not dating outside your race. Already there's a fault in this argument, but let's keep going.
They were doing way more of what we expect we want our woman to do more than our American. Our American got real comfortable with... Give me some examples. Oh man, I mean, their mannerisms are different. I didn't have to really say much to do and be treated like a king. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times with our own American black, they expect so much of us and what we're supposed to do. Like things like if we go out and eat and we just have a nice dinner, we can go anywhere and eat and get a nice dinner. It had to be Blue Chris, or it had to be this, that, or it had to be this, that. Then I get somebody that's just as fine, a Cuban or Colombian. They don't care about nothing, they care about you and your household. Even though they still care about the money, but it's not about the money. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's a difference. Not better, but sometimes we get tired of hearing, working bag.
Woo! I know he shook the game up with that one. There's some truth to it. It's the same reason why black women get tired of black men. I ain't trying to make the conversation like about both, but like it's the same reason. My man Bam said something to me that is gonna stick with me forever. We have to forgive each other for what we've been subjected to. Our women are reacting to what they've been subjected to, and the same thing with us. I recommend that all men go out there and read Black Feminist Thought so you can understand their perspective on it. But it's just what we've been subjected to, y'all. And to be 1,000, like, yeah, like, I understand what he's saying. I definitely understand. It's hard to date us. It's hard.
Okay. Is dating outside the black race better? I mean, if that's better for you, then go for it. I just don't understand why y'all gotta talk about black women while y'all doing it. Leave us out of it. We know you don't like us. You left us. You run.
Therapy has always been such a scary idea to me because I simply did not know where to get
Not
started.
bad, man.
I didn't know how to
run into the impoverished countries to get you a little, mama see. So whatever, that's cool. But why you gotta talk about us though when you do it? I don't. That's my only gripe. Love who you wanna love. If you haven't had any luck in America, go and get you somebody overseas. Just leave us out of it, baby.
Okay.
It's okay. We want you to go find love. Just make sure you stay over there, right? Since you hate black women so much, it ain't good over here. Don't stay on block, right? Stay over there, and that's fine. But that's my only thing.
Jen, question for you. Question, Jen.
Why you gotta talk down on us? Why you doing it? It's
Question, Jazz. Do you feel personally attacked when somebody say, like, oh, these people was doing something better than like the black woman I was dating? You feel personally attacked?
I feel like it's unnecessary. It's like what works for you is works for you. Why are you letting everybody know where you failed at? Just go and say, I found a woman that worked for me. Why do a black man or a black woman have to put down black men or a black woman just because they dating outside their race? I hear black women say, these black men ain't nothing. They ain't doing this. If it's offended, I get irritated with that. It's like, girl, no one cares.
Jazz, because I hear that argument all the time. I hear the argument that, like, it's okay to, like, go somewhere else, but don't put us down while you do it, right?
Yeah, because why you have to do
He
that?
said, if somebody says that somebody's doing something better than you, did you just get put down?
Is it a put up?
Yes. Yeah. Is it a put up? Like, what you think?
I mean, if I said like, oh, you're cute, but I think this person is more attractive than you, did you just get like?
But why? But it's not anything. I mean, it's not anything positive. So it's like I might not personally get offended.
Yeah, come on, man. You gaslighting. You know when dudes be saying like other groups do better, they are trying to say that our women are bad. You know what I'm saying? That's what they. Come on, man. Quit playing. Quit gaslighting her. You know what the fuck it is. Like, you know what it is. You know our community. Come on, man. Like, let's stop.
But it's just like, why do you need to compare me? It's like, we get it. You don't like me. You left me, you don't like me, but when you go over there, why do you have to say, see what I got over here, black women? See what I got? They're better than you. They're prettier than you. They're more feminine than you. Nah. It's like, okay.
So, Jazz, you don't have any, you never critique black men, right? You never have critiques for black men?
As it pertains to what?
Anything. You don't critique black men. I'm assuming that you don't.
Well, I'm a woman. I don't feel like it's my place to critique a man. But what I will say is that if there are topics like having children out of wedlock, and there are a lot of times where men feel like when those children become out of wedlock that they have no part to play in it, then that's when I might say, like, come on now. Like, you both did it. Y'all both have to hold yourself accountable. But, like, I don't spend my days critiquing black men.
I'm not asking if you spend your days doing it, but do you ever have any critiques about black men and what you like them to do better and what they do?
Yes. Pretty sure she does. That doesn't take away from the point of when we talk about each other, there's a difference between critiquing and putting each other down. And to say another entire group is better than our group is in a sense putting us down, like on either end. Now to say, I wish that some of the black women I would have dated would have been like this, that's different. But I mean, I've dated different races of women, and I mean, it's no different. Like, it's no different. The only difference between us, it's no different, but the only difference between us is because we specifically know why it's the way it is. And we just got to work on specifically why the way it is. With them, it's, you don't understand why they're bitter like that. I mean, the other side, like, I'm talking about dating outside your race. There are women that are much harder to deal with. Hispanic women can be really complicated to deal with, for sure. White women, for sure, can be hard to deal with. My God. I can say, actually, my easiest relationships, even though I have the most arguments with black women that I've dated, they're the most compatible relationships. I know it sounds crazy, but it's like, it's too true to be good. Like, if that make any sense. I hope that makes sense, but whatever.
You're not doing at all. I can answer that question.
Well, I mean, no, you can't, because he asked me. So, like I said,
I have personal experience.
You have no personal experience with me, though.
I have personal experience with Jazz's critique.
I switched from due dates to due dates, and it made me go from weeks behind to weeks ahead of my deadlines. You see, I used to just...
No, you don't.
Absolutely.
You ask me, baby.
Personal
Like
experience.
I said,
If you would like another opinion after Jazz give hers, you can ask
he
me.
will ask you that time. Keep it cute on mute. So, like I was saying, no, like, if I have, like, okay, you're saying, do I critique men and say, this is what I want better? I don't have to critique a man, right, another man, on his shortcomings to determine what I need better. So if I go find better for me, that's my business. I don't have to, if I say, I left this man and I found a better man, I'm not about to go to that man that I left and say, look what I got, he better than you, he doing this and that. It's like, no, I'm just going to get better. I'm going to do better.
Yeah.
I'm going to become better.
Because my question was more, so do you ever critique black men? Like, do you have, like, any type of critiques? Like, hey, I think they need to do this better. I think the men in our community could be doing that better. Do you ever say anything, any type of generalizations at all?
That's right. The problem right there is too. We should be generalizing each other.
I mean, sometimes on certain things, like I just pointed out, like they're having babies out of wedlock constantly.
Okay.
They can do that. They can rip.
Statistically speaking, we're not the highest culture to have babies out of wedlock. It's actually white people, specifically in America. Just saying. Just saying. Men aren't, and we're not. All right, you go look at that. Yeah. Now, if we add the per capita, we'd be about equal. It's the same.
But I'm not
sometimes. So sometimes you do.
That's not a put down though. That's something that you should want to be better at. You shouldn't want to keep having children out of wedlock. That's not a put down. That's just like, hey brother, if you don't want to avoid child support or if you don't want to deal with a crazy baby mama, maybe wrap it up.
Okay, so you said sometimes you do.
That's not a put down.
Because you said sometimes.
But so the thing about the guy is that he was asked a question and said, honest, he disregards somebody's experiences because you feel offended. If somebody says, listen, I stopped dating black guys because I decided that I wanted to go and date Arabic guys over this, and they started spending all of this money on me and all of this and this, whatever, and the black guys that I was dating was cheap. I don't feel slighted because I'm not a cheap person. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm not going to take the burden on everybody as far as when somebody has an experience and they say, oh, I had a negative experience, I had a bad experience. Cool. I don't have no problem with that. I know that I'm a representation and I got a different vibe and I got a different wave. And I know that all of the guys that I know in particular have a different wave. So I don't get offended when people have their own experiences and they say, well, this is what my life is like. You deep dive further enough into it. Like, even the guy that was on that video, I would say that that's a him problem. Because,
it sure is.
Honestly, that's a him problem. Now, I'm not going to discount his experiences because his experiences is his experiences. But what I found is that if we probably deep dive a little bit more into it, nigga, what is you doing taking a chick to Ruth Chris? I know plenty of guys that don't have to take a chick to the steakhouse in order to get some, you know what I'm saying?
That's facts. My chick bad. My chick hood. My chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. But to be real though, like, I don't gotta take my girl nowhere like that. I could, but I ain't got to. Like, she cool with whatever we do. She cool with whatever we do, so. Interesting enough, he right. He got a point.
I'm saying to get some action with her.
I get what you're saying.
In that instance, in the example that he's using, that's a him problem. I don't think that that's a problem for a lot of guys that deal with women across the board. So,
and that's what I'm saying. And like, I get it. Like, it's a difference of opinion. If you feel like you have to announce why you're dating outside your race, and that say black women ain't this and black women ain't, you have nothing negative to say.
And then there's black women.
If you feel like that's what you need to say,
That's what he was asked. He was speaking off the question.
if that makes him feel better, cool. I think it's corny.
I mean, he just makes him feel like he answered the question.
That's just my opinion, guys. It's okay. It's just my opinion.
I think he just answered the question. Actually, but he was asking questions, Jay. He went into it with knowledge to put down the black woman. I didn't get that vibe. I think he just
Okay, that's fine. Because you're not a black woman. Of course, you're not a
No. If you just sit around somebody, they asked him a question, he just answered it. I mean, that was
and that's the way he answered. I thought it was a little corny because like black women, so it's like that's been your experience where every black woman in America.
Anton, this validates my point right here, right? Because I don't know if the beginning of that clip played, but he said they do this better, and the lady was like, watch what you said, and he took it, he wrote it back, and he was like, well, not better, right? So, because women like, I'm sorry, Jen. Women like jazz.
It doesn't matter if he said that it was better or not better.
Please use your punching bag, Mark.
The fact that he wrote it back.
If he said that it was better, if he didn't say it was better.
It's cool.
Yes, I think that that's his experience. The black women that we've been dealing with was probably problematic for that woman. They probably fleeced him out of a lot of money or whatever, so on and so forth. I don't see any problem with what he said.
I just find it interesting that I find it interesting that black women can express their experience for years on end about how they experience black men. And when black men finally express themselves and say how they experience black women, it's a problem. Now, I agree with you, Jazz, in regards to how you say things. However, number one, everyone has their experience. But so number one, I find that interesting. Number two, I also find
That's real. Black women have always been expressing how they felt about black men. Always. There's a reason why somebody like Kevin Samuels went viral. it's rare people tell men say to women what they're really thinking. So to see that was actually shocking to a lot of men and to a lot of women. So she has a point. Like the women have been expressing how they felt for decades. Why can't men say how they feel about things? You know.
Very interesting that we're not listening. Again, I go back to this because I think this is the problem. We just disregard everything that people say about us. We disregard it. I'm going to specifically talk about black women because black women is very good about doing this. And we will disregard, we will get offensive, we will get mad, we will throw a fit, we will do all of these things and not really listen to how other people are experiencing us as a whole. There is something there. People aren't just lying and making up stuff. Black women talk about how they experience black men as a whole. They call them dogs. They say they're deadbeats. They say all these things about black men. And as soon as a black man says, okay, I experience black women this way. This is my experience with black women. Not better or whatever. This is how I experience black women when I date them compared to other people when I date them. This is how I experience them. We will get mad and get an attitude. And I just, for the life of me, don't get it. I don't get it. Like, where is we talk about emotional intelligence. Where is that when it comes to someone looking at us, how they experience us as a whole when they're dating black women? It's beyond me.
Val, do you think that every black woman behaves the
That was real.
way that he described?
Don't do that. Don't do the every.
I asked Val, man.
Yeah, let her finish. Do I think that every black woman, say that again?
Do you think the way that he described the black women that he experienced, do you think every black woman acts that way? That they're, because what I heard was they want ... and these are his experts. They want Ruth Chris. They, expect more from their men.
What you just said is that he experienced.
That's what he said.
Right, that experience.
Right. And so my question is, do you think every black woman that he experienced, or just in general, behaved like the way that he described? So the reason why I asked you that,
You can't use every in any argument. But if the majority of his experience were that way, yes, his experiences were that way. Did the majority of black women act that way? No, you can't say the majority of anything. We don't know. There's never been a polar statistic to back any of that stuff. So we don't really know, but I don't know. Let's keep going.
It doesn't matter if
Looking to scale customer service without scaling headcount?
every black woman acts that way. It only matters his experience. That is it.
yeah, but he's generalizing. He said, go back to the clip. He said, our black women be doing all of these things. Our black women be doing all of that. So you have to be mindful of how you say things, right? Because you're right. He can speak about his experience.
She has a point.
He feels like this is the best way for him to speak on his experience.
Which is my point.
So my thing is,
Black women been doing the same thing for years. You've been generalizing black men and how they treat black women for years. We've been doing it for years. They do it in movies.
That's not the answer to the question, though. And I get what she's saying, though. She right. Women have been doing it for years, but we talking about the men. I hate when people do this shit. We talking about what came out of his mouth, what the men are saying about the women. Why are we deflecting it back towards the women? No. We stay on the topic. Stay on the topic. Stay on the topic. A lot of black women are angry, says this man. That's the topic. Not what do women do. No. Not what do women say about the men. Actually, I guess you can make that point, and a lot of black women are angry. I guess you can make that point in this argument. Let me backtrack on that. Let's keep going.
On TV, they do it all the time. Everything is about how black men treat black women. We've been generalizing black men on eons.
Listen, don't say we, because here's my thing.
You may not. In general, yes, we have. And I'm not talking about the very people. I'm talking about
media,
a man doing it, or a woman doing it to a black man, or a black man doing it to a black woman, why do you have to put down other people to lift yourself up? If you have found love, speak about that.
Let me say this. And when you do that, it's how you look at things. It's perspective. It's not always putting down.
Let me stop talking.
It's not always putting down. It's
speaking on your experience, but then you trying to know both men and women.
Let me just say this. We cannot run away from criticism. We cannot run away from people saying the things that how they experience us, or the things that they consider us doing wrong. We can't run away from that. So it's all in perspective. If you look at things like, okay, you're putting me down, instead of looking at what that person said and say, oh, how can I change, or what do I need to do to make my relationship better with my man, or with black men in general, or us as a whole, as a community? You can't it's putting down all the time.
Okay.
How can we looking at it?
Right. So what I'm saying is this, Val. It seems like his only experience. We are all under the understanding that all black women are not black men. But it seems like that's been his only experience with black women, and now he don't want anything to do with them. My question is, what are we doing that we're not finding black women that actually like us, that actually want to build us up, that's not like that? If we're all smart here, right? Except for me. Excuse me. I'm the slowest one here. But if we all know that everybody doesn't operate the same, why are you blaming all women when it's just the women that you've experienced? Why are you?
I'll let you finish, but I'll tell you.
But here's the thing, Val. Why is it the general black woman's fault when we know you can find you a good black woman? And not happening.
Let me just say this. You're saying the reason why is because it's not just him experiencing black women that way.
But there are a lot of black men that aren't experiencing black women that way.
I'm sorry?
There are a lot of black men who are not experiencing black women that way, Val.
True.
So what I'm saying is, how come he hasn't experienced a good black woman if they're out there?
Jazz, he's married to a black woman.
That's great. No.
Give me the example in the past. He's married to a black woman.
That's excellent. You know what I mean? Y'all know
He
me.
just to give his experience at that time. Again, he asked the question. He asked the
Yeah.
question.
No, it's cool. We're just talking about our opinions on his response. He was very well in his right.
That killed the whole argument. I'm actually done with the whole conversation at that point. He's married to a black woman, so that right there says that he's just explaining the experience that he's had with specific women. There's nothing wrong with what he's saying. I'm gonna end it right there though, y'all. Yeah, y'all go follow me on TikTok if y'all want to. Cam757. Bring it on over. Cam King 757. Follow me on TikTok, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.